working with Curtis Blair and C.J. Washington, a native of the area. And we are underway. Good to have you with us on Valley Sports New Orleans. So the first match of the season between these two. Pistons total rebuild. They're going really young. Herb on the dive, frees up Josh Hart out front. Go for it. He will. Yeah, the attention they gave Valanciunas, and he was patient.
So now you see, a lot of times the team will kind of show you what they're going to do defensively on the first possession of the game.
He shares it. Catch and shoot. Herb. And it's going to be picked up by Valanciunas for a second chance. Brandon Ingram. Free ball.
He's just picking up where he left off.
Yeah, second chance opportunity. And Valanciunas, and the Pels are in the top 5 in second chance points, by the way. Now, Grant Hill was an unreal athlete, as we both know, before the ankle injuries.
See,
Great
like that.
pass by Cunningham.
He understands the game of basketball.
He's for Dwayne Casey, the veteran head coach. Frank's coming off one of the best games of his career. So Brandon Ingram with the last 8 for the Pels out of the first 10. It'll be Cunningham, and he's starting to feel it. I've watched a couple of their games recently.
Yeah, he's getting,
he missed the first few games.
Right.
And now he's got a rhythm.
Right, and he's getting better with every rep.
Early 5-point lead. Pels have started the game 4 of 9. Detroit 6 of 8. And
see, like, if you look at this move right here, this is Grant Hill-ish. This is very Grant Hill-ish. He plays with such a low center of gravity, even though he's 6'7", 6'8".
That's how we want him to be selfish. Jonas gets the bucket, his first of the contest, matching up with Trey Lyles on the outside. It'll be Bay. You can't leave him.
No, but what happened, B.I. had to, again, it's defensive principles. So he's on the nail, and then it's a long run to get back out there to Saddiq Bey.
Young man hit 38% of his threes his rookie year. She comes in with 19 so far this season. It boils down to stops. Pels will be able to score. Josh Hart will get there.
So
used it beautifully.
So I always say you play the player, not the play.
On average per game from their bench, which is also 4th in the league. Frank Jackson. What a pick from Lyles. He'll give it back to Trey. And another
That's
three.
exactly what I mean. So this is one of those games where it's going to be tough. It wouldn't surprise me if you may see Herb at the 5.
2 for Detroit. So we've got to clean things up as well. It's 7-0. And points off mistakes to start the contest. Good take, Corey Joseph. That's a veteran move. They slipped the screen to begin with. Wasn't a real pick. It was a foul the previous trip. This time they scraped it free without fouling. The drop and the handle. Man. And he looks over. Hamidou Diallo looks over at his bench. You saw him at OKC. He's a good athlete.
He's a great athlete. He's a slam dunk contest. You can tell what their attention to detail is. What Coach Casey has talked about with this team. They understand that they're small. So you said it's gang rebounds. You see guys go to Jonas. They're more worried about keeping him off the glass. That shot is going to be there.
Take what they give you. That's the first make on 7 tries for Nikhil. Only one man in front. Josh Hart will go the distance. Good take up against Frank Jackson. Valanciunas poked it away from Stewart. Good at work. Nikhil waits for the pick.
That's excellent patience by Nikhil.
Yeah, wait. And it paid off.
Right, he got into the lane and downshifted and forced Isaiah Stewart and dropped it up at the right time. Now Jonas is a little slow to help.
Corner 3, Brandon Ingram.
Jonas doesn't want to help as much because he's been burned so much when he has help.
Good passing. Herb with Jonas. Extra pass.
That's right. They're going to come out and they're going to play a full court zone, a soft press. You attack it. Extremely active on this side of the ball, making everything difficult for the Detroit Pistons.
Look out. Here comes Hart. Driving a kick. Brandon Ingram, hot able to continue. Yes! And he's going to the line. Look at the full-back play.
I'm glad that they called that, because that is a call that they have made consistently this year against the New Orleans for 32 in the first.
Satoransky forcing Cunningham to give it up. They're trying to get Grant. Inside of 10 on the shot clock. It'll be Stewart. And he gets a little mid-range shot. It was out for Ingram. Killian Hayes blocked away by Brandon Ingram. Right on top of the basketball. Now you got Herb on the move. Options. Devontae. Gets it. He had been 0 for 4. That's why I say do. Biggest lead for the Pels. Pels, they've matched it now at 4. Now Herb waits. I don't think Josh expected that to be dropped off. Inside out. Herb casting a triple. Gets it. Gets it. Man, the confidence continues to grow. 10-0 out of the locker room.
And the confidence of Jonas Valanciunas to get that ball inside and then kick it out to Herb.
It'll be Cade Cunningham, and he's got the first points of the second half. Short. Devontae launching a triple. Yes!
You know, I tell you the wild thing. If we can see this play, Devontae Graham timed that perfect.
Outstanding. Let's see if that's the case again. Here's former Pell, Frank Jackson. 7 on the shot clock for Diallo. Got caught in the air. Frank Jackson, corner 3. Pretty stroke. We've seen that before. Second half of the Pels. Don't forget about that guy. Ingram.
Yeah, Diallo in the danger zone right now.
Brandon. He'll share it at Garrett Temple. It's wet.
Yes.
It is. His shot's been wet.
Right, but the thing when B.I. catches that ball in his hot zone, he collapsed all down Detroit's defense. You keep talking about Luka. Collapsed all Detroit's defense and found Garrett Temple wide open in the corner.
Satoransky. He has Nikhil. He's got a layup.
Defense. Defense to offense.
And the fast break points for the Pels. There's no comparison. It's 17-5 in transition points. They're looking for early offense.
Remember, the Detroit Pistons had 32 points in the first quarter.
Now, Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Devontae Graham, Billy Hernangomez, Garrett Temple, and Josh Hart. The 5 at the floor for the Pels. Nikhil, good bounce entry. Nice. Billy on the finish.
Nikhil's made really good decisions with that basketball out of pick and roll situations tonight.
Takes it away on the dribble handoff. Good bounce ahead. Josh Hart protects it. And Pels have the biggest lead of the game at 20. He had been with Sacramento before coming over. Nikhil catch and shoot mid-range.
Yeah, that's a set play.
I like the mid-range.
Right. It's a set play for Nikhil to come off either way with Billy Hernangomez and line that up. But you recognize the lack of confidence that is there right now. It's a great move by Hamidou Diallo. The lack of confidence that's there right now from this Detroit Pistons team. This is why.
His free throws now.
But I tell you what, it's a good sign.
Nikhil.
It's a good sign if Trey Lyles is their best player.
Devontae, second chance points. Boy,
Josh Hart
tracking rebounds, and Josh reads off the rim really well. One of the best rebounding guards in the NBA.
Basketball team right now.
Frustration.
Yes.
Nikhil, boy, he's feeling pretty good right now. And a timeout.
Nikhil, you know he's feeling good because he turned around and gave the stank face coming back.
Wanted to go back to Billy. Billy up against Lyles. Good footwork and the flip. Nice work on the block, the pivot.
I see Billy the Dream Hernangomez.
This team is always sharing it. 26 assists on 37 makes. It'll be Frank Jackson, corner 3. He had space. 20-point game, 6+ to play. 5 to play. Saban the lead. And Grant coming off the screen. He's going to fill it up.
And now what they're doing, they're playing small. They're playing small ball, so this is what got them the lead in the first quarter.
4:20 to play. Pels have held him.
And this is one of those times you would like to see that Jonas get a touch inside.
Temple outside. Another. I think it's over. 4:10 and a timeout from Dwayne Casey.
I think the 2 back-to-back huge shots by Garrett Temple.
Good save, but that goes in. Look out. That was a pretty smart play by Cunningham as the shot clock was down. Killian Hayes, the southpaw, 7th overall last year. And time to celebrate. You not only win by 16, but you held an opponent to 93.
Right, and it's about winning the games that you are supposed to win and taking care of home. After giving up 32 points in that first quarter, for the remaining 36 minutes, you held this Detroit Pistons basketball team to what? 61 points?
Strong.
That's pretty impressive.
Very strong. And Jonas Valanciunas in the middle of things as usual with a double-double. But we can go down the list, and Brandon Ingram is the catalyst. Right. He is the lead of this franchise. There's no question about that.